David Platt takes final revenge on attacker Josh Tucker as he leaves the cobbles. Best friends turned mortal enemies David Platt and Josh Tucker are set to face off for a final time in climactic upcoming scenes which will see their ghastly feud come to an end. David's life was turned upside down when he became the latest man to be sexually assaulted by drink poisoner Josh, which pushed the young dad to the brink of suicide. With wicked Josh escaping justice once again due to a lack of evidence and previous victims being unwilling to speak out, he soon received some comeuppance Coy style. It didn't take long for brutal Josh to go back to his old ways when he lined up his next victim just months later, only for Billy Mayhew to give him the heads up, allowing him to beat the rapist to a pulp and leave him blind in a hospital bed. As David begins to rebuild his life after some time away in Barbados, he is left both shattered and raging to learn that friend Billy has betrayed him and brought Josh back to Weatherfield to live with him. With Josh now back in David's life and thrown out of Billy's flat, upcoming scenes will see him confront David outside the salon and demand a word with him, pushing David a step too far. After locking up Audrey's, David is seen dragging a dazed Josh to his car and bundling him inside before revving off at breakneck speed while frantic Billy calls out for him to stop the screeching car as it shoots off into the distance. With no idea what will happen next, David confronts Josh and puts an end to the battle once and for all. Actor Jack P. Shepard said to Digital Spy, the moment David sees Josh again, he comes face to face with Josh as Josh walks into the salon cool as a cucumber. I think Josh is wanting to make amends, but it would take a lot to make amends to someone after what's happened. David doesn't take it very well and the conversation turns into an argument. It ends up with David putting Josh in a car and driving him off somewhere. Asked whether David can overcome his trauma and move on, Jack said, "I've been in the show for 18 years now and played every single storyline you could possibly play. Ultimately in soaps, I think if it does change the character, then you must see what you want from the character. Do you want David Platt to change, and if so, why? If he does change, does he eventually have to leave? After a while, the character must come to terms with what has happened to them and move on. Then you can live out other stories. If they don't, then what do they do? Will they be depressed or do they leave? It comes down to that, really. David has been through a lot. He's a resilient character. He's had numerous people trying to kill him before and his wife died, so there are things that he's got over and come out the other side. Will David kill Josh or drive him out of the street? Will Josh confess to his evil deeds? Is this the last we will see of Josh? Thanks for watching SoapBuster, YouTube's daily soap news and spoilers show. Subscribe below for the next episode.